The recent attack in Kashmir has once again brought the long-standing tensions between India and Pakistan into sharp focus. The United States, a key player in the region, finds itself in a delicate diplomatic dance. It seeks to maintain its strategic partnership with India while advocating for de-escalation and a peaceful resolution. The U.S. has called on both India and Pakistan to exercise restraint and engage in dialogue. The question remains whether these calls will be heeded. The Kashmir region, disputed for decades, exploded once again on April 22, 2025. An attack, claimed by the group Kashmir Resistance, resulted in the deaths of over 24 people. India swiftly pointed the finger at Pakistan, alleging its support for the militants. Pakistan, however, denied any involvement and called for an impartial investigation into the incident. This attack, sadly, is not an isolated incident. It is a grim reminder of the volatile situation in Kashmir. The region has been a flashpoint between India and Pakistan since their independence in 1947. The two countries have fought 3 wars over Kashmir, and a peaceful resolution seems as elusive as ever. The attack has ignited outrage in India, with many demanding a strong response. Prime Minister Modi, facing pressure from within his own party and the public, vowed to punish those responsible. The Indian government has since taken a series of actions, including suspending the 1960 Indus Waters Treaty and imposing economic sanctions on Pakistan. Pakistan, fearing an Indian military response, has closed its airspace to Indian airlines. The Pakistani military has been put on high alert, and there have been reports of cross-border shelling. The situation remains extremely tense, with both sides reinforcing their positions along the line of control. To understand the current crisis, one must delve into the historical animosity between India and Pakistan. The partition of British India in 1947 left Kashmir, a Muslim-majority region ruled by a Hindu Maharaja, in limbo. This led to the First Indo-Pakistani War, ending in 1949 with Kashmir divided between the two countries. 2 more wars followed, in 1965 and 1971, deepening the mistrust and solidifying the militarization of the line of control. Despite numerous attempts at diplomacy and peace talks, the core issue of Kashmir remains unresolved. Both countries claim the region in its entirety, making compromise extremely difficult. Adding to the complexity is the rise of militancy in Kashmir. Groups fighting for independence or merger with Pakistan have emerged, further fueling the cycle of violence. India accuses Pakistan of arming and training these groups, a charge Pakistan denies. The reality, however, is murkier, with both sides engaging in a dangerous proxy war. The lack of trust between India and Pakistan makes any dialogue challenging. Both countries view each other with suspicion, interpreting each other's actions through the lens of past conflicts. This toxic dynamic makes finding a peaceful solution to the Kashmir issue seem like an insurmountable task. The U.S. walks a tightrope in its relations with India and Pakistan. India, with its growing economy, is crucial in countering China's influence. The U.S. has strong defense and trade ties with India. Pakistan's importance has diminished since the U.S. left Afghanistan. Once a close ally, Pakistan's relationship with the U.S. is now strained. The U.S. criticizes Pakistan for its ties to militant groups in China. Pakistan fears U.S. bias in the Kashmir conflict. This perception could embolden India and escalate tensions. The U.S. aims to maintain stability in South Asia. A nuclear-armed conflict is a nightmare scenario. The U.S. must encourage restraint and peaceful resolution. The current crisis underscores the urgent need for a de-escalation of tensions between India and Pakistan. The first step is to prevent further violence. Both sides must refrain from any actions that could be perceived as provocative and lead to a wider conflict. This includes cross-border shelling, militant attacks, and inflammatory rhetoric. The U.S., along with the international community, must use its diplomatic clout to bring India and Pakistan to the negotiating table. Dialogue, though difficult, is the only path to a lasting solution. The U.S. can play a constructive role by facilitating talks, providing a platform for dialogue, and acting as a mediator. However, any meaningful dialogue requires addressing the root causes of the conflict. This includes tackling the issue of Kashmir, finding ways to build trust, and addressing each other's security concerns. This will require a long-term commitment from both India and Pakistan to engage in a sustained and sincere peace process. The road to peace in Kashmir will be arduous and fraught with challenges. However, the alternative, a catastrophic war between nuclear-armed neighbors, is simply unthinkable. The US, with its global influence and diplomatic experience, has a crucial role to play in preventing such a catastrophe and guiding India and Pakistan towards a peaceful resolution.